Welcome to Kyvos training. In this session, you will learn how to create data security rules for a semantic model, which can be applied to individual users or groups in Kyvos. Data security means protecting data from unauthorized users. Security settings allows us to limit access to data by the criteria we specify. We can configure security at the row or column level or both. We can specify security access for individual users or groups. Kyvos also allows unconditional column data masking, which is another form of security. It enables you to protect sensitive data by masking columns instead of restricting them. This feature allows for easy masking of any column data, such as SSNs, mobile numbers, credit card numbers, and email IDs, while browsing the semantic model on any BI tool. For creating data security rules, we need to log into Kyvos portal. Start by expanding the Toolbox menu and clicking on the semantic model icon. Click on the folder and select the AdventureWorks Sales Analysis Semantic Model. Click the three dots in the Define Semantic section. Select the Data Security option. This will open a new window, having the list of groups and users on the left and data security rules on the right side. Click on the Swap option to bring the rules on the left side. Click the plus icon in the Rules column to add a new rule. This will open a new window where we can add rules. The row-level rule allows a user or a group of users to see the data specific to only what we have selected in the rule. For example, if we've created a row-level rule for country United States and assigned it to a user, then that user will only be able to see the data for country United States. Column-level security is used to restrict the data for a column or restrict the data as well as metadata for a column. It also allows us to mask a column's data instead of restricting it. In row-level security, you can select only one dimension in one rule, whereas you can select multiple dimensions and measures in column-level security. Let's create a row-level rule, which will allow the user to see data from only one country, the United States. Click on the field under row level, expand the dimension geography, and select country. Click on value and select the country as the United States. Now, if we want that the user should be able to see only the states California, New York, and Texas, you can click on plus here, click on the field, expand the geography dimension, and select State Province. Click on the value, and select the states California, New York, and Texas. Now we can provide the business name to this rule and the description. Let's name the rule as United States Data and click on Add. Now let's create a column-level rule. Click on plus here, and a similar window will appear. Let's say we want to restrict the data for the attribute status. We can click on the field of Restrict Data option and select Status from the dimension product. In the case of the Restrict Data option, the user will still be able to see the attribute status, but when the user will try to browse the status, user will get a message that this field is restricted for the user. In case we want to hide data and metadata both for a level, attribute, or measure, then we need to use the Restrict Data and Metadata option. Consider we want to hide data and metadata both for the measure, amount. We can click on the field of Restrict Data and Metadata under column level and select the measure, amount. Since we have selected the Restrict Data and Metadata, the user will not be able to see the measure amount when browsing the semantic model. Instead of restricting a column, if we want to mask a column's data, we can use the Mask Data option in the column level section. Consider a case where we want to mask scenario dimension data with asterisks for a particular user. In that case, we can click on the field of Mask Data and select Scenario Level from the dimension Dim Scenario. Now click on the value. This will open a pop-up where we can provide value with which we want to mask our dimension data. We can select Fixed Value or Regular Expression. We can also choose from common expressions. We can mask scenario dimension data with fixed value asterisks. Name the rule as Column Security. Provide the description as per business logic and click on Add. We can assign these rules to a user in order to check the functionality of data security. We have created a user with the name Test Data Security. Let us assign both of these rules to the user. Click Swap to bring users on left. From the search box, we can search the user Test Data Security and select the rules from the left side that we want to apply for this user. Let's select the rules United States Data and Column Security. Click on Save to save the changes. In order to check the data security, let's sign out and log in with the Test Data Security user. Let's create a worksheet to see the data security rule applied. Click on the Toolbox menu. Click on Workbooks. Click on Add Workbook and select the model AdventureWorks Sales Analysis. Let's see row-level security first. We have applied row-level security where data for country United States will be visible to the user. If we will drag the country from the geography dimension, we will be only able to see the data for the country United States and only state California and New York and Texas. Now let's see column-level security. We can see that under the measures, we cannot see the measure amount as we have applied column-level security of restricting data and metadata for this measure. We have also applied the column-level security of hiding data for the attribute status. In this case, the status will still be visible to the user, but once the user tries to browse it, Kyvos will show a message that the user does not have access permission on this attribute. Dismiss the notification and clear the row shelf. We have also applied column masking for scenario. If we drag and drop scenario dimension, we can see masked data. This covers defining the data security rules on the semantic model. Thank you.